Hello and welcome to Detroit by Dark. I am Detroit by Dark. We are running our weekly scenario. We start off at the Cosmic Vault, which is just outside the orbital plane of Neptune. 17 tiers torn from Earth. Each tier, 100 square miles. And we head off. Hey, everybody. Hey, guys. Guys and gals. I know it's mostly women over the age of 50. They all came here for the ASMR because I create waterfalls. But that's not what this is all about anymore. It changes week to week. The whole show changes week to week. So we're in faster than light travel. 4 hours of it to get from Neptune to Earth at the speed of light. And we land outside of Earth. Everybody hear me? Oh, good. I might have some mic issues here. I just pulled my cable out, and I know that creates problems with other scenes, so I'll keep an eye on it. So the entity lands, and I'm glad we had that chance just to kind of hang out there because it felt a wave. It felt a wave of human emotion because it is a holiday event, global event, New Year's Eve, everybody. New Year's Eve. But the entity is still, it has its planned attack, its orders, so to speak, and it executes them. And so the next thing is to fly through the air. Takes about an hour, and the entity is going to choose a random location on Earth. So I'm going to switch my scene. I don't know how I'm going to do it yet without showing everything. Here we go. Switch my scene. And, I didn't set it up ahead of time. That's so smart of me. And we go to Google Earth. And we run the random look geographic coordinates, and I landed right about here. Right about here. And Mozambique, Madagascar, just north of Madagascar. And all of that is devoured already by the entity. So, where am I, Earth? That doesn't look like where I want to go. What continent is this? That's Africa, right? Yeah, so we land right over here. And we got to find an a place that has not been attacked. And we find ourselves, stop. Here we go. We are here. Tanzania. Or do you pronounce it Tanzania? Tanzania? I'll say Tanzania. And we're going to land here, which is a territory called West Tanzania Contest. Tanzania has like 64 million people. Already South Tanzania fighting has already been devoured. But right now the entity is zeroing in on this West Tanzania Contest, which is a territory. But all of Earth is still permeating, in fact, overwhelming the entity's, for lack of a better word, sensory input. Who knows what it has. And it feels the celebration of New Year's just overwhelming it. And it zooms in, and that's where everything changes. Normally, at this point, it scans the minds of humans, as many humans as it can. Usually, it can almost get everyone in a couple seconds. And it looks for a killer. It looks out of the global consciousness or the territorial consciousness of this area. What is the killer? But instead of doing that, the entity decides to join the party. Decides to join the party. And teleports about 400 Tanzanians into the Serengeti Plain, lets them join thousands of migratory herd animals and dangerous animals as well, who none of them are dangerous. We're all partying, all of us, even the African buffalo, who nobody can get close to an African buffalo, but tonight you can. It's party time. You're all on the backs. All these Tanzanians are on the backs of all these animals, and we're going to migrate, do a little party migration party. And another interesting thing happens. I don't know if I have a picture of it yet. I might. The entity thought it had all the tiers it needed to create the cosmic vault, right? Maybe that's what we should do. We'll leave. We'll go to, we'll change scenes. Change scenes. So the entity parties, and then, okay, I don't have a picture. It notices the Serengeti Plain, and it makes a note. I don't know how if the entity even thinks, but today it's going to party, and no one dies. This territory is marked safe for all of history. And no killer is generated, no souvenir or treasure is stolen from the territory. And that happens every New Year's. It's amazing. Christmas and New Year's, a great time of year for Earth in this war against this cosmic beast. So the entity makes a note about the Serengeti Plain, and I wish I had a picture, but I'm stupid. And it flies away. Has to take an hour. If it flies at how fast it could go and blasts out of Earth's atmosphere, it would envelop Earth in flame. So it doesn't do that. Somehow it's smart enough not to do that. And it flies away and it goes back to the vault. And I want to make a point before we leave. Last week, for Christmas, the entity had no gifts, gave no gifts, had no mistletoe, no fruitcake, no Yule logs, no fireplace, no hearth, no home, no hearth. And I said, don't be like the entity on Christmas. But this week, New Year's, the entity comes to Earth, doesn't kill anyone, gathers everyone into a gigantic party, probably the best party of their lives. Where am I? I'm at the vault yet? I'm sure I'm at the vault. And has a great time. So this year, you know what? On New Year's, probably the only time I'll ever say that. Be like the entity. Be like the entity. Be like the entity. See you next week.